What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. And today, we've got some wild Marvel news to talk about. Supposedly, some massive set leaks just dropped from Avengers Doomsday, and if these are real, they might be the biggest MCU leaks we've seen since the No Way Home era. Now, before we dive in, quick heads up. If you don't want spoilers or even the possibility of spoilers, this is your moment to click off. I totally get it sometimes knowing too much can mess with the magic when you're actually in the theater. But if you're like me and you love analyzing every frame, every costume, and every rumor, stick around because this is going to get crazy. And just to clear the air, yeah, we're all aware that AI image generation is ridiculously good now. I mean, some of the fan art floating around looks more legit than official posters. But here's the thing, the shots I'm going to break down today don't look like your average AI mashup. There are consistent angles, makeup, continuity, and details that scream real production rather than Photoshop experiment. Doesn't mean it's 100% confirmed, but honestly, if these end up being legit, it's going to blow the doors wide open on where Marvel is taking the Multiverse Saga. Alright, let's get into it. So the first set of photos shows none other than James Marsden Yep, the Og Cyclops sitting in a makeup chair. He's covered in a black cloak so you can't see the full suit. But you can clearly spot a blue collar poking out, and it matches almost perfectly with his comic-accurate outfit. But here's what really got people talking. The makeup artists are applying bruises and cuts right around his eyes. Normally, Cyclops' eyes are hidden by the visor, so why bother? Could this hint at a storyline where the visor is damaged? Or maybe he's forced to take it off during a major battle. Either way, this little detail makes me think these photos are way too specific to be fake. The next set of shots shows Letitia Wright as Shuri, and she's in full makeup as well. But here's the kicker. She's rocking a brand new Black Panther costume. And I'm not talking about a simple tweak. This version has a bold gold V across the chest, gold claws around the collar, and honestly, it looks like a mix of Wakandan elegance and something more battle-ready for cosmic-level threats. It lines up perfectly with the designs we saw teased on merch bags a while back, which makes me think Marvel is doubling down on Shuri as a central player in this film. Remember, this isn't just about Wakanda anymore, this is about survival across the entire multiverse. Okay, X-Men fans, get ready. We've apparently got our first look at Magneto's updated costume. The photos show Ian McKellen in what looks like a modernized suit with deep purples, metallic blues, and some new textures that feel both regal and dangerous. One shot is a close-up of his face, and the other looks like a concept mock-up for his wardrobe. And honestly, if this is real, it might be one of the best updates Marvel has done for a classic costume. It's sleek, powerful, and screams, I'm about to tear this multiverse apart with metal. Yeah, you heard that right. One of the most jaw-dropping leaks shows Robert Downey Jr., but not as Iron Man. Instead, he's supposedly suited up as Dr. Doom. Here's the detail that got the internet buzzing. Instead of Doom's usual scarred face, he's got a single, deep scar running straight down from forehead to chin. Some fans are theorizing this could tie into a twisted storyline where Doom's identity overlaps with Tony Stark's. Maybe even a version of Stark from a destroyed universe who becomes Doom himself. If that's the case, Marvel might have just found a way to bring RDJ back while also reinventing one of the greatest villains of all time. Another batch of photos shows Namora, last seen in Wakanda Forever. She's painted in her signature light blue look with gills on her neck, sitting in the makeup chair. Some fans mistook her for a new character at first, but no pits, clearly Namora. Her presence here makes sense. Since Avengers Doomsday is shaping up to bring in warriors from every corner of the MCU, not just the big names we're used to. Channing Tatum's Gambit. Yep, you heard me, Gambit. Channing Tatum is finally, after all these years, in a Marvel set photo. Now, we can't see the full costume because, again, he's under the black cloak. But makeup artists are adding bruising to his face. This could mean he's jumping right into the action instead of just being a cameo. And honestly, fans have been begging to see him as Gambit for over a decade. So if this leak holds true, it's going to break the internet. Alright, this is the one that really set Reddit on fire. 2 separate photos show Tom Holland in the makeup chair. Just like the others, he's cloaked, but you can spot the classic Spider-Man collar underneath. He's got bruises around his eye, suggesting he's in for a tough fight. There's also a concept art style shot of him in his full suit with parted hair that matches his look in the makeup photos. Now, people have been speculating for months about Tom Holland returning, especially since he was spotted in London during filming. But if these photos are real, it's no longer speculation, it's confirmation. Tom Holland is back, swinging into the multiverse. Now, let's be clear, there's still a chance these could be AI-generated or clever fakes. But the continuity across different angles, the consistent makeup details, and the fact that multiple characters line up with existing merchandise leaks makes me lean toward these being legit. We've seen this play out before. Remember when people swore Andrew Garfield's blue screen leak was fake? Yeah, that turned out to be 100% real. So, my bet, give it a few months, and Marvel trailers are going to prove these shots right. What this means for Avengers Doomsday. If all of this is true, here's what it means. The X-Men are officially crossing over. Shuri is taking on a leadership role that stretches beyond Wakanda. Robert Downey Jr. is back, but in a twisted new way. Tom Holland is officially confirmed for another round as Spider-Man. This isn't just another Avengers movie, it's Marvel pulling every lever they've got to make this the most insane crossover event ever put on screen. Now, before we wrap up, you already know what I'm going to say. If you're hyped about these leaks, smash that like button and hit subscribe. It's the best way to support the channel. Also, let me know down in the comments, which leak blew your mind the most? Is it RDJ as Doom, Cyclops' return, or Magneto's redesign? I want to hear your theories. Alright guys, that's going to do it for today. These leaks might turn out to be the real deal, or they could just be a really convincing hoax. Either way, the speculation is half the fun. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Make sure you're subbed with notifications on so you don't miss the next breakdown. Peace.